Hello, welcome back to Sarah's Joyful Journey. I am Sarah Joy, and I have a fun for me video planned for you all today. I am going to be taking on a painting project. A few weeks ago, I bought a vintage tea cart, and I am going to be remaking it. It was originally supposed to stay with me, however, it's not working in my space the way that I'd like it to. Thankfully, my daughter just moved into a new apartment and she has this beautiful, perfect little nook that she wants to turn into a coffee/tea area. So she is going to take this cart. So we are redecorating it for her today, and we'll show you what the cart looks like before, my process, and what it looks like during and as well afterwards. So let's get started. This is the vintage tea cart that I got. It's from approximately the 70s. I guess I could share how much I spent on it. Not that I'm actually making any money on it because I'm not, it's gonna be a gift, but I did spend $50 on this. I wish I hadn't have. I wish I would have asked a few more questions and looked a little bit closer because there's been some things done to this that I'm not super happy with. All right, so the first thing is this leg was cracked off. Matt has already gone ahead and he has glued it so it is no longer going to crack like that, or at least come off. I should run to try and get some wood filler. I don't have any. We'll see how that looks. I may get wood filler and then touch up that spot again. And then the other thing that they've done to this cart, if I can get it to move over, so, all right. So the other thing they've done to this cart is they have added these two legs, which these legs are hideous. So this is gonna be one of the first things that's gonna come off this cart is gonna be these legs. They don't need to be there. They prevent it from rolling properly anyway. I think the idea was that it was going to be for stability. And the people that had this cart before me did use it to place a wedding cake on their tray. So let me get this stood back up. All right, but that is the little cart. And I think that because they put a heavy wedding cake on here, that might be where that crack came from, because it's cute, but it's not designed to hold a lot of stuff. So let me go ahead and turn it to the side so you guys can see it from the side. All right, I'm gonna show you the supplies I'm going to use and talk a little bit about my design next. Well, join me down on the floor as I go over what I've got and a little bit about my process. This is the tea cart right behind me. So one thing is I could easily start stripping, I could be sanding, I could put a lot more effort and work into this project than I actually want to do. I want this to be a quick and easy project. So I have chosen to use chalk paint. It has worked well for me in the past. So I have some black chalk paint. So this is at my daughter's request. All the accent pieces are going to be black. The flat tops are going to be painted in a white color. I did get, this one's from Walmart because I was there. I've used it before, it works pretty good. This color is called Plaster. And then the black is from Hobby Lobby. And this one is called, I believe, Rich Black. So that one works really good. This is the one from Hobby Lobby, is a brand I've used a lot. I also have some wax. This is going to seal the project once it is done and just give it a little bit of wearability. My daughter will have to repeat waxing every so often, so I will be sending her the leftovers. The other thing that we're gonna do is to add some character is those flat parts are gonna be white. I am going to put a stencil down on it. I don't know if I'm going to do just a strip in the middle or if I'm going to try to cover the whole cart. I will lay that out and figure that out as I get closer. My daughter doesn't have a preference one way or the other, but the stencil will be on the white, so it'll be black. So she's very excited about the black and white thing. The other things that I have is I have some foam brushes, some other decorative brushes. These are great for wax, so I'm gonna use that for waxing. And then I have some stencil brushes. The other thing that I'm going to get before I get to that part and I've already got to run out for another errand today anyway, is I'm going to get some painter's tape to make sure that we can get nice clean edges, because right up here is not much of a lip. You can see this is like a little wobbly cart. It's not very sturdy, but I'm super excited to get it done for her. It's going to be cute and adorable. So the first thing I'm going to do is I am going to get a rag with some soapy water. I'm going to wipe everything down. I'm going to take off the wheels. I'm going to take off the legs, and we will go from there. I got the big wheels off. I was hoping to take the little wheel off. You'll have seen me hopefully taking the screws out and then putting them back in when I realized that that center wheel is actually glued in. The other thing is we discovered that these legs are glued in as well. So we're going to pause and try and come up with a way to get them off, because they absolutely have to go. They're hideous. They do not add anything to this cart, and I do not want them there. But at the same time, I do not want to damage the cart anymore. So we're gonna problem solve that, and then I'll show you how we get them off, I hope. All right, here Matt is trying to loosen up the glue around the area, and hopefully this will help take those legs off, because again, they are not attractive and they really do need to come off. So we're going to continue working at this for a little bit, and I will update you shortly. Thankfully, the legs were really easy. Matt loosened up the edges and he took his hand and went, and they came off. These are really, really hideous. He tried to take off the one wheel, but it's not going to come off, which is fine. I don't want to force it. When we took the legs off, it left a whole bunch of glue on the underside. If I was in a position where I was actually going to be selling this and try and actually get a profit, I would sand all that off, and I would be doing the bottoms too. I'll show you what it looks like in a moment. Since it's just going to my daughter and she's not super picky, and I'm just, like I said, it's going to be a quick and easy process, not necessarily what you would do as if you were trying to resell the piece. Just basically I'm making it look good and giving it as a gift. So here is the bottom of the cart where they took those wheels off, or those legs off. It looks pretty bad. Again, if I was selling it, I would take care of that. But since I'm not even gonna worry about it. All right, I'm gonna get this cart cleaned up or flipped back over and get things set up to get started on painting the two flat parts white, and we'll see how it goes. I'm probably gonna have to get like a book or something to balance the other end, since this wheel won't come off. got the cart done with a finish on everything except the little wheel. The little wheel is gonna have to wait until I can flip the cart over, but it's got a first coat, and I am going to call that done for the day because I don't have great lighting in my apartment and I'm starting to have trouble seeing certain areas. So unfortunately, it's done, and I will try to work on it tomorrow after work. Really hope I don't have to wait till Monday because I really wanted this done by Monday so that I can have it sealed by then. But it is what it is, and I can only work with the time that I've got. But so far, the project is going really well, and I need to go wash my hands again. All right, I will check back in when I start on this project again. Well, it's been a few days since I worked on the tea cart. Today is now Sunday, and I think Wednesday was the last day I worked on it. So I'm gonna try and get it finished. Just got done walking Piper. We went over and explored the dog park. It's kind of a joke of a dog park here. I just dropped the leash and she walked around, but it's not big enough for her to run, and the fence was a little low. So I kept close to her because I didn't want her to try and escape, because it's been a long time since she's been in a fenced area. She's a leash and collar girl for sure, because we live in a tiny place. All right, well, the tea cart is looking good. I'm gonna show it to you in just a moment. And Piper just came up and stuck her nose in my pocket. There's dog treats in my pocket. Dog trainer trick that I learned. All right, she's very anxious. I don't know why she's anxious today, but we're gonna do our best to get this tea cart finished. I'm gonna show it to you in just a moment and go over my game plan for today. So this is how the tea cart is looking so far. There's a few places right through here that need a little bit of touch up, and then I still have to do the wheel on the bottom. What I think I'm going to do next is do my touch-ups. I'm going to take the painter's tape off, this blue, and then I'm going to stencil. And then once that is dry, I'm going to seal everything. I'm going to seal the wheels over here. And then once it's sealed, I'm going to flip it and dried. I'm going to flip it over and I will do that bottom wheel and then get it sealed. That just makes the most logical sense to me right now. Of course, there's probably another way to do it, but let's get started. I think I'm going to start by sealing these wheels because last time I looked at them, they were ready to go. So I'm going to get the camera set up so you guys can watch what I'm doing, and we'll go from there. Well, it's officially day 3 of working on this tea cart. I did get the stenciling done yesterday and I made a mistake. I'm going to show you what happened, explain what happened, and then I'm going to tell you about what I'm going to fix and how I'm going to fix it. And then I'm just going to go ahead and just finish it up. And then I'll come back and I'll show you what the cart looks like when it's done. So you won't actually see me finishing up the cart just because at this point, It needs to just get done. I have a lot to do this week, and today's pretty much the last day I can do it. I am off tomorrow, but we have other things that I need to get done then with Matt's help. So I will show you what got messed up and how I'll fix it. So here is the bottom of the cart. As you can see on this one stencil, the stencil moved and it got very thick and blotchy in certain areas, and I'm not very happy with it. It did it a little here, but this one is decent. But that one makes me want to cry. And I really don't have a way to fix it other than what I'm going to do. So after walking away in frustration, I've decided I'm gonna go ahead and paint this bottom black. And I think it'll look good. I'm not gonna put any stencils on it. It's just gonna be plain. So I am going to also do a couple touch-ups like here and over here on the top, and then I'm going to seal it and call that cart done. I will come back and show you what it looks like when everything is all done and the wheels are back on it. I've got the tea cart done. It's adorable. There's one tiny thing that I need to do. I need to seal the bottom, but the paint's not quite dry, so I'm going to do that this evening. I don't need great light to seal it, but I got the wheels on, I got it all decorated, and it's so, so cute. I can't wait to show you what it looks like. I'm super happy with how it turned out. My daughter has seen the picture already, and she loves it, so let's, without further ado, see what it looks like. Here is the finished tea cart. I actually think I prefer the bottom being black, and I almost wish I hadn't shown you that I made a mistake, except you would have known that I made a change in design since you had seen me paint it white before, but it looks awesome. So up here on the top, I just got it staged with one of my teapots and one of my teacups with some tea, just so it looks cute and adorable and I can take a very nice after photo. But there we have it. That's gonna go to my daughter next week. All right, there you see it. It's so cute. I'm really happy with it, how it turned out. It's really funny because I saw another cart pop up on Facebook Marketplace and I was awful tempted to get one and do another one. I'm not going to. I don't have time for that at this point, but maybe in the future I can find another small little project like this. But for now, this is gonna have to be it because I'm getting ready to get Ghost, which is going to be my Australian puppy, shepherd puppy, and he is going to take up all my time and energy with training and working and all that kind of stuff. So I'm excited about that, but it means I don't have time for this. Well, if you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see all my content. I do fun projects like this and share about my health journey, and this is part of my health journey as it helps me stay calm and regulated and just is a nice creative outlet. All right, we will chat with you again soon. Bye for now.